everybody? Welcome back to my channel. So today I have a very exciting review. This here is the ASUS Vivobook S15. It's unlike any other laptop I've used or reviewed in the past, especially because it uses the Snapdragon X Elite chip. But let me not waste your time, let's get into it. First things first, let's talk about the design. The Vivobook S15 is stunning. It's got that slim, lightweight build and it weighs just 1.42 kilograms and is 1.7 centimeters thin, making it perfect for portability if you're always on the go. It has a 3K 120Hz refresh rate, ultra large OLED display that spans 15.6 inches. It comes only in the silver color, which isn't bad. I actually really like it. And it has this very nice matte finish that is very nice to touch. The device is also slim with a lay flat 180-degree hinge and is made of premium all metal body. The display has significant bezels all around it, but it's not bad. It's significant to me because the laptop that I used before this has almost no bezels, so it was very noticeable but not a deal breaker. The OLED screen still stands out and it has very great color vibrancy and true color tones. The blacks are actually black. At the top of the display, it has the camera and the built-in camera shutter. We'll talk a little bit more about the camera features later on in the video. The 15.6 inches puts it on the bigger size of a laptop, but it has a lot more features like the number pad included on the keyboard. And it also has a wide range of ports, including two 3.0 USB-A ports on the right side, and on the left an HDMI port, two USB-C ports, a micro SD slot, and a headphone jack. So there's really no need for any additional docking stations. I was completely sorted with all my peripherals connected to the laptop directly. A closer look at the keyboard. It has a single RGB backlit keyboard with 3 levels of brightness, and you can choose between solid color, breathing, and rainbow by using the My ASUS app. As usual, there are some function buttons on the top row to control the volume and the brightness, etc. But there's also this cute emoji button that gives you easy access to emojis when typing, and a dedicated Copilot button at the bottom row that opens up the Copilot app. Those two specialized buttons really add to the AI personalized feel that the Vivobook S15 is really trying to achieve. It has a large Ergo Sense touchpad that is smooth and quiet. I'm not much of a fan of using a touchpad. I actually prefer using a mouse, but when I did use it, it was very decent and it was a good intuitive experience, making it comfortable with good response and feedback. It has this fun feature where you swipe up or swipe down on the left of the touchpad and it controls the sound, and then if you swipe up or down on the right of the trackpad, it controls the brightness. So there are two things that stand out with this laptop that make it very good in terms of performance. And that's the fact that it uses the Snapdragon X Elite chip and the fact that it's Copilot plus PC. I already spoke about Copilot earlier on in the video, but let's take a deeper dive. The ASUS Vivobook S15 is the first ASUS Copilot plus PC laptop, and this means that it has an integrated AI engine to accelerate AI computing. It also has Copilot built into Windows for personalized assistance and a suite of powerful ASUS AI applications. It's like your ultimate AI assistant. The aim is to make the experience easier, faster, smarter, and smoother. And I really think after using that, it really did just that. The dedicated Copilot button opens the Copilot app and provides intelligent assistance and relevant answers to any prompt. It has something called Co-Creator that uses AI to help you draw from a rough sketch. Using Co-Creator was actually one of my favorite things to do because I'm an abstract artist. So people don't always see the vision when I'm putting some artwork together and I have to put pen to paper, or in this case when I have to put finger to pad. But me and Rasta, we basically have the same skill set when it comes to artwork and painting and drawing. But now, thanks to Co-Creator, even the most abstract artists are able to be great artists, and everybody can now see the vision. Another cool AI feature is the Windows Studio effects, where you can use this to improve your camera quality when on a video call. This gives us an opportunity to talk about the camera right now. So it has something called automatic framing, which centers you in the frame automatically. It also has portrait light for enhanced lighting, eye contact to make it look like you're looking at the camera even when you are looking at the screen or reading teleprompter scripts. It has blurred effects for a blurred background, and creative filters that you can choose from, such as illustrated, watercolor, and animated. Obviously, animated is my favorite. The Vivobook S15 has a full HD 1080p camera with infrared support. The camera without the AI feature really isn't the greatest. It's actually giving Mobicel. And this is a big deal for me because I have my camera turned on for most of my work meetings. And that's why I actually use an external camera. I've made a review of the camera that I use, so you can check it by clicking on the link card above. The camera can be salvaged with good lighting to make for, at best, a decent picture, but thankfully the AI features enhance the quality, otherwise it would be a deal breaker for me. The camera sound also has noise cancellation for background noise, and here's what it sounds like. Please note, I was in a busy restaurant.
And then finally, there's the creative filters, which are my favorite. You can choose from illustrated, watercolor, and animated. And then finally, there's the creative filters, which are my favorite. You can choose from illustrated, watercolor, and animated.
It uses Dolby Atmos speakers and sound by Harman and Kardon to provide really good sound. Here's a test. Now, let's dive into the new Snapdragon X Elite processor. This chip is a beast, and it's designed for AI capabilities and to maintain a multi-day battery life. It has up to 75 total TOPS. Don't worry, I'll explain it. TOPS stands for tera operations per second, where tera means trillion. So think of TOPS as a measure of how many math problems a chip can solve per second. It's a way to gauge a chip's speed and power, especially for tasks that involve artificial intelligence and machine learning. So a chip with 75 TOPS can handle up to 75 trillion operations per second. The ASUS Vivo S15 has up to 45 dedicated TOPS NPU or neural processing unit to help accelerate some AI-based features. So basically, it's super fast. Like for comparison purposes, the 2023 Apple M3 chip has up to 18 NPU TOPS, and the 2024 M4 chip has up to 38 NPU TOPS. So just think about having 45 NPU TOPS. The Snapdragon X Elite processor thrives when multitasking. It enhances productivity, handles demanding tasks coupled with a superior battery life. The battery life is mad impressive. It lasted me a full day of work, and I was doing multiple tasks on just a single charge. The actual claim is 18 hours of battery, and I really didn't quite hit that mark, but I averaged at about 16 to 17 hours of battery. In addition, it has fast charging technology that takes it about an hour to reach 80%. It has an impressive 1 terabyte SSD coupled with 32 gigs of RAM, which is perfect for streaming and AI functions. I will say though, it's not the best for gaming. It can handle low to medium intensity games, but graphic intense games and power draining games really proved to be a challenge. The same with editing. I used it for editing, but it struggled initially, and I had to uninstall and then reinstall most of my editing apps, but then afterwards it was smooth. So I think it was maybe just a glitch with the installation and not to say anything about the performance. Okay, so here's the damage. The ASUS Vivobook S15 costs 29,999 Rand. That's 30K. And for some that may seem a bit pricey. Even me, that's what I initially thought. But then when you think about it, it actually makes sense, especially when you take into account the processing chip it uses, the Snapdragon X Elite, as well as its insane AI capabilities. There are very few competitors out there with these kind of features at that price point. Okay, so here's my final take. This laptop, the ASUS Vivobook S15, is designed for young professionals, for students, or just anyone in general who has a wider range of activities that require a solid laptop that has very good AI capabilities. It's not budget friendly per se, but I do think it's a worthy investment if you are looking for a reliable and stable laptop that should last you for a long time. Also, upon reviewing this laptop, I really noticed that it has all or most of the good features that are required for a student laptop. So if you guys want me to make a video around what are the things you should look out for when purchasing a laptop as a student, make sure to let me know in the comments, and be sure to subscribe to the channel, like, comment and share, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.